Hey guys, today we're doing another review of a clone, if you will, an imitation from Belcam, which today we're doing Volatile. You can see that, which is their version of Spicebomb by Victor and Rolf. These Belcam fragrances are the cheap, like $8, $9 fragrances that you can find at Walmart. You can get them on Amazon and stuff like that. So we're just doing another one today. I want to say before we even get into it that I don't really have a ton of experience with Spicebomb. I've smelled it a couple times, um, but it's been such a long time. This is not going to be a comparison video. So I know you probably want to know how close this is to the original, but I can't tell you that. I'm just going to review it as it is on its own. Sorry if that's what you're looking for, but that's not what this video is. So yeah. $10, 3.4 ounce, and I kind of like the bottle. It's kind of looks like a shampoo bottle or something. Heavy glass bottle. It's pretty heavy. It's a fairly heavy glass bottle. Plastic cap. Little bit nicer than the one in the Obsession bottle. Clicks into place, but it comes off pretty easy, so don't pick it up by the cap or anything. Sprayer is usual. It's on par with the Belcam fragrances. They're great sprayers for the price. They're very sturdy. They're plastic, but they're very sturdy, and they pump out a lot of juice. I have no complaints. I'll show you the sprayer. Don't know if you can see that, but it does a great job, and that just smells really good. So I don't really know Spicebomb other than watching reviews and reading notes and stuff, but on the box, here's the box. Sorry, it's very shiny. The box, it says, fresh citrus, hints of saffron, and rich spices over a warm base of leather, vetiver, and tobacco. So, listen along, and if this sounds like Spicebomb to you, maybe you run out and pick it up. It has most of the same notes listed that Spicebomb does. I'm sure it's not quite as high quality. That's what I'll say. I'm sure it's not quite as high quality. It's a $10 cologne, but my point is that these are really good for what they are. So when you first spray this, I'll spray it on my wrist. Right off the top, yeah, you get a little bit of an alcohol smell. It goes away really quickly. And then you do get that citrus smell, which surprised me. I was expecting this to be, Spicebomb, like total blast of like cinnamon and stuff. But you do get a little bit of a citrus smell at the top, which is fine. And then the spices come in. Sweet spices. It's actually a little bit perfumey. And I don't mind that. It was a little bit more feminine than I was expecting. But I like that. I don't have a problem. I get like cinnamon, nutmeg, cardamom, stuff like that. And it's kind of sweet. And then I also get some like sweet florals. Or maybe I'm smelling, I don't know. I don't know what I'm smelling. I know that the original Spicebomb has like chili pepper, and I know that can kind of give the essence of rose sometimes, so maybe I'm smelling that. I just get like a little bit of a floral smell. Now the top of this is what you would expect. It's the nice spices, warm spices, florals, that little bit of citrus that's just in the background. And it's sweet and nice. And then the leather starts to come through, and I wasn't expecting this because I don't know. I just thought that Spicebomb was a very younger, more juvenile scent. But the leather kind of, I don't want to use the term old manish. I should use the term maybe like mature or sophisticated, handsome. The leather starts to come through, and it definitely makes it smell more mature. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, and obviously I'm smelling this live, but after some time, it starts to dry down. That like kind of really sweet, spicy top goes away, and then you start to get the tobacco. And I get like a vanilla that comes through. I don't know if there's any vanilla in the original Spicebomb, but I definitely get vanilla in this. And basically, I'm kind of left with what I get for the whole scent, which, to simplify, is leather, tobacco, and vanilla. It smells like a really good vanilla tobacco. And there's that leather undertone that keeps it smelling a bit more mature. And you always do get whiffs of the spices. You can always kind of smell it emanating, but it's just not as prominent as when you first spray it. So you might find that the top of this to maybe be a little too sweet or a little too perfumey for you, but I happen to just like it. And it does turn into a really great scent. vanilla, tobacco, two of my favorite scents. I absolutely love those two together. I love vanilla on its own. So I really like that. I like leather, but I wasn't expecting it, like I said. And I just think it's used really well in the base. The downside of this fragrance is that if you do like that top, that really nice spicy smell, it doesn't last a long time. It lasts 20, 30 minutes, maybe 25 minutes. It's kind of short-lived. And then you get the dry down, which is the vanilla tobacco smell. Great smell, but I kind of wish that top stayed a little bit longer. It's kind of like fun, I guess you could say. It's warm and inviting and great for this kind of season, but kind of fun smelling, like just perks you up. It's not super fresh or anything. It just, I don't know, it's just very happy smelling. It kind of reminds me, this is way more sweet than this, but it kind of reminds me of like Burberry London at the top with all the sweetness, the cinnamon and the wine and everything. It's just puts you in a place. But it dries down pretty quick and you're left with this. I would say that when you first spray this sucker, if you do like 2 sprays to the neck, I'd say it actually projects pretty well. I can smell it emanating from myself. I wouldn't, again, $10 fragrance, I wouldn't say that this is a beast mode performer or anything. But I would say that you get decent projection. It's okay. I would say at that 30-minute mark, probably when it dries down, it's probably going to become closer to a skin scent. So it's probably going to be, a skin scent for most of the duration. I don't care about that. I don't have a problem. But you might not like that. I think that it's extremely inoffensive all around. I think it just smells wonderful in both iterations. I think, again, like I said, the top and the dry down definitely smell very different from each other, but they both share notes and are very warm and inviting. I happen to just really like stuff like this, so I'll probably have to check out Spicebomb at the store or something, give that one a smell to compare the two. But this lasts a pretty decent amount of time. I read some reviews and people said it didn't last very long on them. I've found that, I'm trying to think of how long. Maybe it's not amazingly long, like 4 or 5 hours. But for these cheapy ones, I think that's okay. And then maybe you reapply it. I would say that it probably lasts as long as the Obsession clone does. I just think that the burst of spices at the top really doesn't last a whole long time. It smells really good though. The top first blast smells a little synthetic, but I really don't have I don't really have a problem with the smell of this. It doesn't really smell cheap to me. The top smells fine and the dry down is wonderful. It's of course not an amazingly robust cologne. This is not a incredibly complicated piece of perfumery art. It's a $10 fragrance, but I think that it just smells very good. I don't really get a syntheticness, especially on the dry down. It's very, very good smelling. A little less potent than I would like, but it reminds me a lot of this like tobacco vanilla a little bit with the vanilla spiciness. It's not quite like that, and of course this isn't even remotely close in quality to that, but that's what it reminds me of. So I don't know, maybe this smells like Spicebomb, maybe it doesn't. I just think it smells really damn good on its own. Spicebomb is, remember, for 3.4 ounces like $112 or something, maybe more. You can get it discounted, but that's not a cheap fragrance, so check this one out, man. If you like this kind of smell, that kind of smell, you like the gourmandish kind of fall kind of stuff, absolutely check it out. They might not have it at your Walmart. This is one that you might have to get on Amazon or something. But you'll be able to find it and get it, and whatever. It'll last you a while. So, and one more thing. That's basically all I have to say. I just really freaking like it, as you can tell. I was saying how I was going to be wearing Obsession pretty much every day. I think that this has knocked it out, man. It's just, it smells excellent. It just smells so excellent. And I'm so happy at the price point, too. But, maybe I'll get sick of the sweetness and I'll switch to Obsession for a bit. Anyways, that's it. It's not super complicated, but it's really damn good, and I suggest that you check it out. I really, really suggest it. But don't go buying it, though, and being like, this better be a goddamn Obsession, or a goddamn Spicebomb clone. This better be exactly like it. I don't think it probably will be, but one more thing I wanted to say before I head out is I was reading the box. It says a portion of the sales of Volatile for Men is donated to Water for People, a charity working to provide safe drinking water to people around the world. That's awesome. From this little cheapy cologne from Walmart. That's cool. I'm sure, of course, other cologne companies donate to charity, but I don't know. I just thought that was cool. Anyways, I hope you guys are smelling good. Again, check this one out. Don't sleep on it. It's really good. Smell good. Let me know what you're up to and what you're wearing, and bye.